In this lesson, we are going to see what are escape sequences and how to use them. So let's get started. Remember this line in the previous lesson about comments where I actually wrote a single line but the output was two lines, and the reason because of this backslash n. So what is this? So backslash n is an escape sequence used to feed a new line or used to add a line gap between the two strings, and hence we saw two lines printed in even though there is only one line inside a print statement. So let's see what are these escape sequence and how to use them. Escape sequence is nothing but a difficult to type character in a string. Something like putting a new line or the enter within a string, which is impossible with just normal words or normal strings. Hence, we use a slash n, which is a new line character that we have already used. So these are the examples of the escape sequences. Basically, the generally used examples. The first one is the backslash, second one is new line character using slash n, third one is slash t, then single quotes and double quotes. Now here if you see everywhere the character starts with the backslash and then there is a single character after it. So this comes in really handy whenever you want to put these special characters inside your string. Now let's see a few more examples of that in a live program. We have already seen the use of slash n. Now let's see the few more. So for that, let's first create a new file. We'll give it name as escape sequences.py. Now let's see the very commonly used escape sequences. So there are two very commonly used escape sequences, single quotes and double quotes. So as we already know, a string can be represented either by a double quotes or a single quote. And we also saw that if we want to include a double quote inside a string as a part of that string, we have to start that string either with a single quote, or if we have to include a single quote as a part of the string, we have to enclose that string inside a double quotes. But what if you don't know what is used to enclose a string? So better approach is to use an escape sequence. So let's see one of them. This is a backslash double quotes backslash. Now let's try to run this program. Let's see whether it works or give an error. Let's run our program. Escape sequences. Yeah, it works. Even though we have started our string with double quotes and ended it on double quotes, but since we are using backslash escape sequence, it we are able to print that double quotes within our print statement. Now let's see whether the same thing works for a single quote or not. Now let's execute this program and see if Python escape sequence. Yes, it works. So even though we have included a string enclosed within a single quote, we are still able to print single quote as a part of the string. Hence, here we can see that the escape sequences are really useful and come handy in such situations. Now let's see few more escape sequences as an example. Let's say we want to, this is first line slash n, this is a which we already saw in working. Let's put few more. Say slash t if is how tab works. Let's say we want to print a backslash. So if is a backslash. Now let's see all of them and how they work. Now let's run our program. Python escape sequences, and yes, it works. Now here you can see that these two lines were enclosed within one print statement, but because we used a slash n escape character, the next line is put on the second line on the terminal. The next print statement and started with slash t, which is a tab. So hence it has put a tab over here before printing the actual string. Third line ended with a backslash. Although we included two backslash, it has just printed one backslash. So now in this way, we can include a backslash as part of our string. I hope that you have understood everything about the escape sequences. What are those, how to use them, and why to use them. If you have any doubt, you can always Google for it. And if you want to know more about the escape sequences and which are other escape sequences, I would recommend to visit the URL present on this slide.